Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of my knitting. And I titled this It's a Disaster because that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's a disaster. Two things I've been working on. Actually, I have other projects on the go too, but these two, this and the Clee shawlette, um, I just feel like I failed. It's just not what I thought it would be. Well, first of all, let me tell you that when I tried on the initial knitting up the top, I got the idea of knitting up the straps up over the shoulder. So that part's fine. I haven't done the neckline yet. I haven't done the armholes yet. And I will be doing that. And I also haven't done the bottom. But anyway, it came time to blocking. And look what happened. My fleecy actually coagulated. And I thought, oh, well, no problem. It's probably the heat or whatever over the summer. I'll just mix it in with the water. But it wouldn't mix. And then it ended up with a whole bunch of spots on my sweater, which I tried to sort of scrub in and get it to smooth in. You know, it's kind of like soap flakes and you're trying to get them to blend in, but it just wouldn't work. So I ended up rinsing it several times. And eventually you did get all the spots out. So blocking, yeah, just, let the garment take on the water and just really soak it in. And then gently squeeze it and lay it out on a towel, which I will show you later. And I also did the same thing with the Clee shawlette. Now the shawlette is not finished, but I thought I'm going to block it at this point just to see how it looks. And I found out I've made a major mistake. I don't know what I've done wrong. It kind of just proves to me that I don't know how to read patterns because it's just not working out. I'll show you. Every example of this pattern, each shawl has a distinct shape. Mine has a distinct shape too, but it's not like the pattern or the way it's been knit up by other knitters. I don't know what I've done wrong, but I think I will just maybe pull it all back and just keep the lace part because that I can at least do. And that I can add to another garment or just add it to something somewhere. Really, I'll find a use for it. But I'm not going to continue on with the Clee shawl. If you have knit the Clee shawlette, let me know how it's going for you. And if you can tell what I've done wrong by looking at my video here, send on your notes. I'd love to hear your comments because we learn from each other. And now blocking my striped top. One thing I realized as I was blocking this is that it's really easy to tell when you've got a wavy line and you have to sort of straighten out your lines. So I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing. I just found this top a little bit more fiddly, as my mom used to say, in terms of being able to block it and shape it, because that's one of the things you're doing. You're shaping it while you're blocking. So I think it'll probably turn out, and I decided to block it before I finish off the armholes and the neckline, just to see how it's going to stretch out. So I'll be finishing that off. Not sure if I'm going to do crochet or knitting, but I'll do something because it does need those finishing touches. Thanks for watching and listening to my yarn tale. You know, sometimes when we have something that we think is a disaster, we have to remind ourselves of other things that were a success. And so I am reminding myself that, yep, I have been able to knit some things.